Good morning, my dear student. Welcome you in online class of Balsadna Group of Institution. Myself, Parveen Chaudhary, TGT Social Science in Balsadna Public School, Gudagochi. And this video is for class 10th of Social Science. And today we discuss in chapter number 3. And our topic is peasant movement in India. Yesterday we studied about the main revolutionaries, about the Vinayak Damodar Savarkar and revolutionary movement in Bengal. These revolutionaries revolt against the British East India Company because British East India Company forced to the farmers, landlords, zamindars, common farmers to grow the crop of indigo and sell this crop on low price and demanded and demanded and demand for high taxes. So these revolutionary of Bengal and Bihar started to revolt against British East India Company. And you also know that the time period of 600 to 1757, this time period is known as the business and business and trade time for East British East India Company. And from 1757 to 1857, this time period is known as the company rule. Company rule. And after 1857 to till our independence 1947 to British rule, means after a revolt of 1857 the company rule come in the hand of British government, and now in India British rule started from 1857 to 1947. So today we discuss about the peasant movement in India. You know कि Indian agriculture is very important for farmer, and it also called the backbone of Indian economy. So same in ancient time, agriculture is its structure and practice were being gradually dismantled by the administrative systems and agricultural policies. Means the British government or destroy ancient agricultural system, and a new British system gave rise to land roll in rural India. Farmers were continuously exploited by the money lenders and landlords. You know, in ancient times, farmers done their farming under the money lenders and big landlords. So they were continuously exploited by money lenders and landlords. Second things, excessive burden of taxes on the farmers. There was excessive burden of government tax on the farmers, and this tax was collected by landlords. So farmer also wanted to get rid of these exploitative systems of British rule and local exploiters and landlords, and started revolt against this system. Now we discuss the reason of peasant movement. First reason, causes of peasant movement. First reason, exploitive land revenue policies. Land revenue policies of British government means exploitative land revenue policy of British government. In these policies, the Indian farmers get the high taxes in comparison of rich farmers or land lords. Second, frequent and long term famine. Frequent and long term famine, this is an natural calamities, and after famines, British government collected the heavy tax from the farmer of Bengal and Bihar. So these farmer revolted against the British government. Third reason, excessive tax collection. Excessive tax collection by moneylenders and landlords means the right of collection of tax of British government was given to the money lenders and landlords. These money landlords collected high tax from the farmers, and they sent some of part to the British government. Suppose that British government imposed 25% tax on the farmer as a land revenue, but these money lenders and landlords imposed 30 to 45% tax on farmers. So these money lender also looted the farmers. Fourth reason, preparation of fake document. Preparation of fake documents by the trader and money lenders. Means to grow their crops, a farmer need for money, like as growing, sowing, from sowing to its harvesting. A farmer need many type financial problems, face financial problems. So these farmers take the loan from either traders or money lenders. These money lenders is very clever, and they sign on a blank paper in which they wrote according their, and prepare a fake documents. Fifth point, low wages for agricultural la- low wages for agricultural labor. Means the farmers give wages for agricultural labor as low. Second, next, 6 point, indebtedness. Debateness means, independence means the farmers take the loan from money lenders and traders, and they can't repay it. Then money lenders and traders collect their land. So farmers, one by one they trapped in the debate. So these reason is the these reason of starting this peasant movement. In this term we studied about the main peasant movement of India. First, revolt of indigo farmers in Bengal. Indigo revolt of farmer in Bengal. Second, revolt in South India. South India. Peasant movement in Punjab. Peasant movement in Kheda. Champaran. And other organized movement. So let's start new topic, indigo revolt in of farmer in Bengal. You know, farmer of Bengal and Bihar forced to grow indigo at the time of industrial revolution. In England, demand of Indian indigo was high. In Europe, and this rebellion or revolt was done against the Anglo land owners. In this rebellion, farmers were spotted
money lenders, landlords, rich farmer, and all the rural section. In the 19th century, some retired European officers started cultivating indigo. Indigo is a crop of Neil by acquiring land from the landlords of Bengal and Bihar. He forced two farmers to cultivate indigo on such condition which was not beneficial for the farmer, in which these European traders is forced to farmer of Bengal and Bihar to grow indigo, and through this they grow 320 parts on land, agricultural land. Suppose that if a farmer have 20 hectare, then he had done indigo plantation or indigo cultivation on 3 hectare land. So it is compulsory for the farmers of Bengal and Bihar. So this indigo revolt started in the Govindpur village in Nadia district of Bengal, and this revolt led by Digambar Viswas and Vishnu Viswas. This revolt spread in all over India. Some writers wrote in the magazines like the Hindu Patriot. Hindu Patriot is written by Harish Chandra Mukherjee, and Neel Darpan written by Deen Bandhu Mitra. In 1860, a farmer of Barasat subdivision of Pamna and Nadia district went on strike and refused to cultivate indigo. This strike spread in many part of Bengal. The government constituted on indigo commission in 1816 AD to prevent large scale disturbance. You know, this incident happened in 1860, and in 1857 a massive revolt had done against the British government. So the British East India Company wanted to suppress this revolt, and they do not want this revolt got aggressive. So British government sent a indigo commission in India in 1860 AD to prevent large scale disturbance. The government passed an order in 1860 that it was illegal to force peasant to cultivate indigo, and Neel commission sent in India, and they give a report to the British government and declare cultivation of indigo is illegal. Second, revolt in South India. Causes of revolt: excessive land revenue, falling price of cotton, excessive tax collection from Maratha farmers, exploitation by money lenders. These money lenders were the Marwadi and Gujarati. The greedy Marwadi and Gujarati moneylenders manipulated account books and made illiterate farmers to sign on them. Farmers were deprived from the original rights on land. You know, revolt in South India. Main reason excessive land revenue, falling price of cotton. You know, in the south, this is known as the Deccan Plateau, and Deccan Plateau is formed by the lava, and here soil was black, so it is beneficial for cotton crops. So the British government failed the Deccan Plateau. This Maharashtra state, Kerala, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. So these greedy Marwadi and Gujarati moneylenders manipulated their account book and made illiterate farmers to sign on them. Farmers were deprived from the original rights on lands. In 1875 AD, the farmer attacked the house of moneylenders in Pune and burnt those documents which had farmer signature. This protest spread up to Ahmednagar. This protest spread up to Ahmednagar. The government constituted the Deccan Disturbance Commission to understand the reason of revolt. The government passed the Farmer Relief Act in 1879 AD. As per this act, farmer could not be arrested or imprisoned in case of his failure to repay debt. So we see that these farmer revolution movements or peasant movements started in India against the exploitative policy of British government, excessive land revenue, and exploitation by money lenders. So I hope you understand two peasant movement. First, Indigo revolt of farmers in Bengal, and second, revolt in South India. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay blessed. Stay safe.